What's going on, guys? So I've gone and got myself, yeah, so I would say this is a cheat day, but it's not really a cheat day. It's pretty much like every other day. I eat what I want when I want, as long as it hits my macros. So last night I had quite a bad headache, getting towards a migraine. I felt ill, sick. I woke up this morning, still a headache. So I dropped my girlfriend to work, got my hair cut, a bit too much product in it for my liking, but whatever. And on the way back I was hungry and I felt like I deserved a McDonald's. So plain quarter pounder meal. So I'm gonna munch that now. I'm currently chilling out with a blankie, heating's on, and then I'm just chilling watching Tipping Point because, oh, you know, that's what you gotta do in life when you feel ill. Chill out, relax, and eat in the surplus.
And I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living.
So I haven't told you guys, but I've decided to move gyms. Technically it's a downgrade. Costs the same price. It's probably about a quarter of the size this gym I'm going to. It's not much bigger than my flat in total. But the equipment there is a lot better. They have a lot of hammer strength machines and things like that, which I've been really looking forward to try and work out my chest. And they've got a good squat rack. They've got everything you need there, and they got more like accessory handles. Like they've got the V-bar pull down, so I can do lat pull downs with the V-bar. And then yeah, it's just nice, and plus it's across the road, so I can't really go wrong. Saving money on petrol, but the only downside, apart from it being smaller, is it shuts at 10 and opens at 6. But I can make that work. Okay, guys, so today I'm going to do like a live commentary for the first time. Hopefully I don't mess up too much because I can never do one single video in one single take. So I'm just going to start the video from the beginning. I'm just going to talk you through what we're doing. So set 1, just doing a warm up, making sure my legs are all stretched out and warm. That's probably the only amount of stretching I do before I work out, is pretty much on the leg day. Yeah. So I'm just making sure I'm going as deep as I can and getting a good stretch, making sure my core is all tight, just practicing for when I'm actually doing my working sets. As you can see, I'm going a little bit light today. This max weight that I'm going to do is 50 kilograms, so 215 plates either side of the bar. And you can see that I'm just going below parallel. That's how I squat. I'm not sure if going perfectly parallel will be a bit more of an advantage for me. More time and attention, so I'm taking less pressure off. But I'm not sure. If some of you guys can have a look at my form through this video and just give me like some hints and tips to like make my legs grow, for Christ's sake. I've been working my legs now for like 2 years on and off, because you know everyone skips leg day, whoops. But they're only 22 inches, my calves are still only 14 inches, and it's proper bumming me out. I want my calves to be just as big as my biceps always, and my quads to be just look awesome. So here I'm on the 3rd set, and I'm pretty sure this is where I was getting quite tired. As you can see, I'm going a bit slow with the reps. And then we're jumping straight onto the 4th set, or the 5th set actually, sorry. As you can see, every time I go to unrack the bar, I make sure I'm in the centre of the bar. I make sure all my core and glutes and everything is nice and tight, because you don't want to start your set completely uncomfortable and oh my god, I'm messing up so much. Try and reconfigure yourself while under the bar and all the weights on top of you, because you can pull something or you can drop the weight, and it's not a good thing to be doing, guys. So now we finished squats. We're doing some overhead press. Now, I know that's not legs, but while I was in the squat rack, I thought, screw it, let's just do it. So doing warm up once again with the bar, 20 kilograms, making sure I'm getting that full stretch above the head and squeezing those shoulders and back. God, that looks so light. So here we go, we're sticking 2 5-kilogram plates on, so there's a total of 30 kilograms. I noticed a lot of people when doing overhead press, especially in the squat rack with heavier weight, they do extremely heavy weight. They do not brace their core at all, they do not squeeze their glutes. That's one thing I focus on when I do overhead press, is I start from the base up. I make sure all my leg muscles, my glutes and stomach and back muscles are all tight, and then I make sure my shoulders and everything are retracted back, and when I'm pressing up I make sure everything just feels nice and tight, and make sure I'm driving through all the way. It makes everything seem so much lighter, and you get a much better activation in your back and shoulders. So this is 40 kilograms here. I believe I only get 7 or 8 reps, and I do a cheat rep, the very last rep, just to make sure I hit those reps. So if we're looking, I think I do it now. There we go. That's a controlled cheat rep, guys. Don't do that throughout your whole set because you'll look like a numpty. So here's the third set. Once again, 40 kilograms. I was pretty much dead, so I only made like 4 or 5 reps, and I'm pretty sure I did another cheat rep to finish off. Yep, so there's our cheat rep once again. So I dropped the weight down now to 30 just to make sure I can get higher reps, so I can get the repetition range for growth rather than strength. I'm pretty sure I get to about 7 reps and I struggle once again, completely burnt out. Guys, don't be ashamed to lower the weight if you're burnt out. Just because you're doing a lightweight, there's nothing wrong with that. It's what your body can cope with and what it can handle. Don't worry about trying to look macho in the gym. Don't ego lift, because that's when you start pulling things. So this is my second set of leg extensions. I always try and keep a really high rep range when I'm doing machine for legs, so I'm doing 15 reps for each set. Between, I can't remember exactly, I always adjusted between like 43, 45 up to about 52 to 55 kilograms depending on how I'm feeling. So that's why I've put 45 to 52 kilograms. When I do this, I squeeze as hard as I can all the way to the top, and I resist as much as I can on the way back down. I don't want to take too long because then I won't be able to get the high reps. So just a nice smooth motion up to the top, stop for a split second, don't hold it for like 2-3 seconds, just stop, squeeze and drop back down, and control it on the way back down. That's where you get the most stretch, because as you're dropping back down it's pulling the quad and stretching it all out. So I'm not one for doing deadlifts, but I'm trying to incorporate them a bit more, strengthen my lower back, especially when I'm doing overhead press, because that's where I feel it most becoming the weak point. So the first set I'm doing here, I felt like I was squatting down too much. It was pretty much like a squat while bending over. So here in my second set, I tried to go for more of a stiff leg deadlift, a little bit of movement. I just wanted to reduce the squatting motion. So here I felt it a lot in my hamstrings, and my lower back was, well, not hurting, but I could feel the work in my lower back. You definitely know if you've had a bad workout, because your lower back will be hurting straight after, and it'll be hurting for days and days and days after that. So always make sure your form is right when doing deadlifts. I always set up, I drop my hips, make sure I'm in position, set my head and my shoulders, and then I pull up. And then once again, it's all from the base upwards, making sure you get all that drive rather than being all weak, not contracting the right muscles and just pulling some crap. So this is the third set, I believe, or the fourth set, I can't remember, I wasn't watching. But I felt like I had a lot better form. I'm not squatting down too much, but I'm not keeping a stiff leg deadlift. I did try and do a sumo deadlift, but Jesus Christ, like the inner part, my quads were fucking killing. So I don't know if I was doing it wrong. I've never really researched how to do sumo deadlifts. I didn't really like the position of it. So I might have a little research into it, see how they're done, see the form and everything. I might try them another time. So here we are on leg press machine. With this I like to do pyramid sets. I start off on 50 and then chuck, so I had 225 plates on either side. The second set, chucked in the extra 20 kilogram plate either side. Excuse me. And with this I focus so much on pushing through the heels. I can't even explain it. When I usually used to push on leg press, I just push with my whole foot, and I could feel a stretch, but I never really felt fatigued. When I drive through my heels, I can feel it so much in my legs. It burns a lot more, and it is a lot harder. So this is the third set. I've chucked an additional 15 kilogram plate either side, so it's a total of 120 grams, 120 kilograms. And once I got to the third set, then I did one more set at 120, and then 90, and then 50. So work my way up and work my way back down. So now I'm doing calves. With my calves, I like to do kind of like a superset circuit. I do 8 reps 3 times. So I'd start off with my feet straight, and then my feet outwards, and then my feet inwards. So I'll have about 10 to 15 seconds rest between each 8 reps. By the third set, your calves should be on fire. Sometimes if you haven't drunk enough water, they should definitely be cramping. It's horrible, but it works. I do 3 sets of that. So what's that? That's like 24. Is that 24? Yeah, 24 times 3. I don't know what that is. That's like 70 something, I believe. But yeah, enough of that. So the last thing I did in the gym, and this is a short workout video because I didn't realise the gym was shutting in an hour once I got there, so I only had like 15 minutes to work out. Shrugs, 30 kilogram dumbbells in each hand. One thing I find with shrugs is people use their triceps, and you shouldn't be doing that. All in the traps. So I think this is going to be it for the video now, and I'll let you guys go to the rest of the video. Okay guys, so that video you just watched was 2 days ago. I had the day off yesterday because it was Valentine's Day, so I stayed in and I had kind of a cheat day. And now it's Monday evening, and we're having another cheat day because Walking Dead's on in about 10 minutes. And we got ourselves some Domino's. Got some cheesy garlic bread, some wedges, medium meteor, and a medium chicken and bacon barbecue. So we're going to chow down on this now. So this is going to be the end of the video because I think the workout's enough. Hopefully you guys like the video. Like, comment, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.